Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I've got some speculation in this video here. We've been talking with the HH Gaming crew, and we think a free mythical champion is going to be up for grabs real soon. Okay, and there's a few reasons why, and I'm going to go into all of the reasons. But if you look at the sort of recent change, okay, we used to get free legendary champions. Okay, that was like the first thing, and then it kind of pushed to, well, you guys can now win free void legendary champions. Like that was the next tier. It's like you guys are going to get something special if you beat up faction wars, or if you beat up, you know, like the Hydra. You know, you could come away with Mithrala and that type of stuff. So we kind of had that jump from free void legendary, and same sort of thing if you think about the rewards from Doom Tower. Yeah, it was like those champions that you could eventually get, generally void legendaries. And then new content that's just dropped in the last couple of years has moved to free mythical champions. So that kind of carries on in live arena. We get the chance to get a free void legendary as well, and that was kind of like their benchmark of go and earn this really cool reward. Okay, while still spattering in literally free, and by free I mean not even having to do anything other than log in, normal legendary. So they're kind of like base point was normal legendary. The reward stuff was kind of like the next tier up. And obviously, you know, recent events where we had free legendaries, we've got Alice, who was actually god tier. We've got what's his name? Is it an I? This fella, Eodex, Artor. Again, free normal legendary. So the actual totally free, just log in ones, normal legendary. The ones where you had to do some work, void legendary. And then more recently now, the ones where you really have to push, like in Curse City, Carnage, in the Siege, again, mythical champion. You know, so the new normal, I guess, for working hard is mythicals. And obviously we've just had Faction Wars hard drop. No one can have the champion yet, but again, mythical, Polara. So I think with the new campaign that we spoke about yesterday, and it's literally called campaign, right? This is not just an event dungeon that's dropping. This is their new big thing. In a similar way to Alice in Wonderland, that was their event, okay? Alice in Wonderland was the event with one of the champions they're dropping being the boss, and out of that event, we were able to have different ways to win the different champions that dropped in the event, yeah? So we were able to win a Queen of Hearts. We were able to get Alice for free. I think the Mad Hatter was the fusion. So a lot of the legendaries that came through were all obtainable. So I think with the new event dungeon that they're going to be putting in, they literally call out, and in fact, let's have a look at this. This is something they dropped on their socials. Real quick clip. See different factions burning here. You see someone's falling off this tower. I'm guessing because I might be wrong. I'm guessing because the tower's been conquered and whoever was trying to guard it is falling down. I'm not really sure what that falling off the tower bit is. But the thing that's piqued my interest here, Chaos Awakens. You've got Sylvan Watchers, Demon Spawn, and Dwarves. Okay, so that's one clue. They then dropped this other clip today. Is this the same one? I think it's a different one. Which is obviously the new boss. Yeah, the new boss for the event dungeon, the mythical. And she's leading a Demon Spawn army. Okay, these are all Demon Spawn champs from the game running through. And she's leading that army. So that's no real surprise. It feels like in the event dungeon, it's going to be her sidelined by Demon Spawn. Now, the weird thing here is this to me. Why have we got the three factions? And at first I was like, well, maybe they're all part of the same group, but they're not. They're not part of the same group. You've got the Demon Spawn is part of the Corrupted. We've got the Narisan Union, the Dwarves and the Sylvan Watchers. So I'm wondering if there's going to be an event to win a mythical champion, and this mythical champion in particular, Kurosa. So they call out at the end of their kind of like deck for us as content creators, an upcoming campaign will feature a brand new collaborative type of event in which efforts of all players is necessary to reach a shared goal. I think the biggest prize for this goal is going to be that mythical champion. Okay, it says more details will be shared soon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Kurosa is going to be the main prize. But I also think that there's a good shot that there'll be relics in the mix as well. Okay, so I think, there's going to be, what is this, 8 new relics coming in as well. And if I think back to, let's have a look, when we had the kind of like Alice in Wonderland event, we had this Titan event that went alongside it. And within that Titan event, we could earn an epic relic, and then we could earn the Cat's Gaze, the legendary relic. Yeah, this was the big deal. And then also in this Titan event, we could earn a big soul for the Mad Hatter. It could be that it's a similar vibe, but instead of having a Titan event, there's this kind of like shared goal event, a bit like they did with Wixwell, where we're all earning points towards something. Okay, and I think the rewards are going to be relics, and then eventually, if we earn enough points as a group, I think it's going to be this current boss, who is definitely a champion, right? It's definitely a champion. Kurosa, we can see there's books to be had, right? You can use books, which means it's definitely a champ. They also say that in her being forged in flames, Kurosa is now better protected from HP burn compared to previous bosses. So she will take less damage from burns, but it says here unique to her boss role, which says to me she's going to be a champion, right? It's almost 100% she's going to be a champion. So I think she's going to be the main prize, and that's going to be our kind of like shared goal. Now, where it gets interesting in terms of the speculation is why are they putting those 3 symbols up for factions? I'm almost certain that all of the enemies we face are going to be Demon Spawn, based on what they're releasing on their socials, right? So I think we're going to be fighting Demon Spawn. There's a reasonable chance, I'd say at this point, that the shared goal is going to be based on us beating the event dungeon at whatever stage we can, probably 70 points per stage that you beat. And I think it's going to be if you use champions from the Dwarves and the Sylvan Watchers. I could be totally wrong on this, but I don't know why else they would have these 3 symbols here. Doesn't make any sense to me to have the 3 symbols unless it is part of the event. So there's 2 things. It's either all of the enemies we fight are from these 3 factions, and somehow she is lording it up over Dwarves and Sylvan Watchers as well. Could be, so that they've got more scope for interesting teams to fight. Definitely could be a thing. But I think it's going to be we're fighting Demon Spawn, and we use Sylvan Watchers and Dwarves. So what do you think? I'm almost certain there's going to be a mythical champion up for grabs. And luckily, it's not just you in the fight. It's all of us in the fight. But yeah, I believe it's going to be take down the event dungeon. And I believe it's going to be take down the event dungeon with Dwarves and Sylvan Watchers. Let me know what you think down below. And I'll see you in the next one.